Hey there, smart home enthusiasts. Welcome to our Smart Home Tech channel. Are you ready to take your smart home to the next level? Today, we have something truly brilliant in store for you. Welcome to our captivating Brilliant Smart Switch review, where we'll delve into the world of home automation and unlock the possibilities of a truly smart living experience. Get ready to be amazed by the features, mesmerized by the possibilities, and intrigued by the potential drawbacks of this game-changing smart switch. We promise you an exciting journey through the world of smart home automation that will leave you itching to revolutionize your own space. Just stay till the end of this video as it is full of amazing information. The Brilliant Smart Dimmer Switch is an easy addition to a high-end smart home system. This dimmer only works if you have at least one Brilliant control panel in your home, and it relies on a Bluetooth mesh network. So, what do we think about this product? The Brilliant Control Panel is a high-end smart home product that comes with an impressive range of features including video-enabled touchscreens and full Amazon Alexa integration. However, its ambitious nature means it remains somewhat niche due to its hefty price tag ranging from $399 to $549. Despite being in the market for 4 years now, this device has yet to gain widespread significant popularity among customers who prioritize affordability over advanced technology when choosing their smart home devices. However, if you want to use Brilliant but don't have more money to spend on touchscreens for your whole house, you can still use it. Brilliant makes up for some of the price shock of its platform by making a dimmer switch without a touchscreen. Instead, it has a simple touch slider that works the same way as the sliders on its multi-switch units. It costs $70, which is a lot less than a full Brilliant control panel, but still a lot more than smart dimmers that use other wireless technologies like Lutron Caseta, Wi-Fi, Z-Wave, Zigbee, etc. There are some restrictions on the Brilliant Smart Dimmer Switch. First, as we said earlier, it will only work if you already have at least one Brilliant control panel in your house. Brilliant's products communicate with each other through a Bluetooth mesh network, so you can't put the dimmer switch more than 2 rooms away from a control panel, another Brilliant smart dimmer, or a Brilliant smart plug. If you put a Brilliant dimmer on a multi-way circuit, all the other switches on that circuit must also be Brilliant dimmers or Brilliant control panels. There isn't a cheaper switch that goes with it like there often is with 3-way and 4-way Z-Wave and Zigbee switches. The new dimmer does have a motion sensor, so when you walk into a room, the lights will turn on automatically. It can also start scenes with all the devices that a Brilliant system can control, such as Sonos speakers, Philips Hue smart lighting, and different brands of smart locks. Aside from that, it's just a fancy smart switch. By looking at the equipment, we will find that the switch's electronics are small, and it comes with pigtails and wire nuts that make it easy to join. Setup is easy, and Brilliant's app walks you through it step by step, screw by screw, and wire by wire, to make sure everything is set up right. Note that the switch comes in 4 colors, but it does not come with a wall plate or cover. You can use any Decora style cover, and you can put Brilliant's dimmer in the same power box as other Decora style switches. The switch isn't hard to use, and if you know how to use the Brilliant control tool, you already know how to use this one. Slide your finger up or down to brighten or dim the light. With the Brilliant app on your phone, you can set up more complicated settings and even make scenes. But there are many things you can do only with a Brilliant control panel. For example, the settings for motion activation must be set up this way. For some reason, this function is not available through the app. Even though this can be hard to understand, with a little time you can find what you need and set things up the way you want. Our largest problem with the dimmer, though, is that it only works in a small area. We thought connection wouldn't be a problem since there were only 2 walls between the master Brilliant control panel and the Brilliant dimmer switch. Unfortunately, it was, and the dimmer kept dropping out and coming back online on both the Brilliant app and the Brilliant control panel. That's a problem because it means there's no real way to put Brilliant dimmers in just a few key places. Instead, if you want the Bluetooth mesh to stay stable, you'll probably need to install a Brilliant node in almost every room. Each Brilliant smart plug costs $30, each Brilliant smart dimmer costs $70, and additional Brilliant control panels cost between $399 to $549. That could be a big investment for something other than a small house or flat. And if you don't think about the limits of a Bluetooth mesh network, this smart switch is at the top of the price range at $70. If you already have other Brilliant products, this switch is a very useful addition. it probably won't be enough to get a lot of people to join the Brilliant train by itself. Now, without going deep, let's give a quick overview for the Brilliant Smart Plug. It is a clever device that you can connect to any electrical outlet in your home. It works with smart floor lamps and other things you plug into the wall. With the help of the Brilliant app and your voice, you can easily control these devices from anywhere. You can use the Brilliant Smart Plug with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, making it easy to set up and use. Once installed, you can control lamps, fans, and other devices by just talking to them. The Brilliant Smart Plug also works with Apple HomeKit. It helps all your smart devices in the home communicate better with each other, ensuring smooth operation. And you can manage your plug-in devices using the free Brilliant app on your phone, whether you have an iPhone or Android. The best part is that you can create automated actions called scenes for your devices. For example, you can set your lights and music to turn on together at a certain time. The Brilliant Smart Plug also has motion sensing capabilities. It means your lights and devices can automatically turn on when someone enters a room and switch off when nobody is there, saving energy. You can even schedule your lights and other plug-in items to turn on or off at specific times during the day. And don't worry about updates. Brilliant provides free software updates to keep your system up to date and running smoothly. The plugs and dimmer switch are great. Brilliant plugs must be able to communicate with Brilliant controls. They can do this by hopping from one to the next naturally until they reach a control. All of this happens immediately and doesn't need to be set up. This means that plugs and switches can work well even when the Wi-Fi signal is weak. This can happen at any distance, if each switch or plug is close enough to another to talk and reach a control. How close this is depending on how your house is built, but each hop from one device to another should be no more than 3 rooms away. As long as there is a way for each switch or plug to jump from one device to another and reach a control, the whole network will work. If you need a stronger connection, try putting a Brilliant plug between 2 devices so they can communicate with each other more quickly. And to answer that question on your mind, yes, any smart plug or smart dimmer switch needs a Brilliant control to work. The Brilliant smart home system can talk to other devices through both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Wi-Fi lets the Brilliant control connect to the internet, and Bluetooth mesh lets linked Brilliant dimmer switches and smart plugs communicate with the home control. All Brilliant devices act as mesh boosters, so the more controls, switches, and plugs you have, the better your system will join. Once again, to be able to handle the device, the plug must be connected to the Brilliant mesh network. For this to work, there must be at least one Brilliant control in the home and a Brilliant device, switch, control, or another plug within the suggested distance from the device. Once you've set up the plug correctly, you'll be able to handle the device from your Brilliant app on your phone while you're away. If you connect your Brilliant smart home system to the Brilliant Alexa skill, you can also use Alexa to run it at home or from afar. We know you've got a lot of questions on your mind, so we'll do our best to answer what few we can. First question. So, how does Brilliant really work? Will this be clear to my family and guests? Brilliant was made so that everyone, especially family and friends, can quickly figure out how it works without having to be trained. Once you've installed Brilliant, you can turn lights on and off by swiping your finger up or down on the screen, just like with a toggle switch. For Brilliant controls made to replace 2 to 4 switches, just touch the knobs and the screen will tell you which light you are changing. If you tap the screen, you'll see icons that make it easy to get to other connected smart home goods like Sonos in less than 2 taps. If you already have Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant in your home, you can use their voice services to control the lights with voice requests. Time has been taken to test this product on people, from young to old, and they all got it pretty fast, so we think you'll like it. To the second question, how hard is it to put a Brilliant smart switch in place? If you know how to put in a light switch, then you know how to put in a Brilliant smart switch. It really is that simple. The Brilliant smart switch fits into a standard light switch gang box and doesn't need any extra wires, changes, or remote hubs. On average, setting up the gadget and connecting it to your home Wi-Fi takes about 30 minutes. You do need to know how to turn off your electricity using a breaker box. If that seems too hard, you should usually call an electrician, but they'll love it too because it's been made easy to set up and use. Moving on to the next question, what are the rules for wiring? To use a Brilliant smart switch, your home does need to be up to code with load, line, ground, and neutral lines. It only takes minutes to connect them. Does Brilliant Smart Switch let you turn down the brightness of incandescent or LED lights? Both electric and LED lights that can be dimmed work with Brilliant Smart Switch. There are also features that help you customize the experience, such as auto-sensing your light powers, setting your dimmable range, and making other changes to reduce or get rid of flickering. We've tried this out with a wide range of lighting suppliers, and it worked very well. Now, it's your turn to join the conversation. Have you already embraced the brilliance of smart home automation, or are you considering taking the leap with the Brilliant Smart Switch? Let us know your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting reviews and tech updates. And remember, the future of home automation is just a brilliant switch away. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the smart home world.